Yeah, I'm right back at you like I never left, and I'm gonna go this hard to my last breath. It's a little Kenny Russell, Kanoom, Consul Moon. You already know what you're gonna get when you step in the room. Now I'm dealing with Kanoom. I'm here. While I'm here, I'm gonna make the information direct and clear because a lot of y'all can't hear. Now, welcome back to Make My Ancestors Great Again. This is My Thoughts 114 on Is Jesus God? Continuing the week of questioning and bringing um, evidence, if you will, to see can you substantiate or can you negate the fact that this Lord and Savior Jesus the Christ, dead man on the cross, is all the Messiah, the Yahshua, the Jehovah, and all this type of stuff, the Yahweh. This is to put an end to the argument. So far, no good. We haven't found anything that say that this man is who he say he claims to be. The Jews disregarded what he said and said, no, he's not. Um, what else did we go through? His treatment of women will tell you, nah, this man is not um, this whole thing. Okay. So that's what it's about. Just putting forth questions and give you material and thoughts to think about, and certain material that you can look into and you can rest and have your own conclusion at the end of all the videos. So today, I want to read you something, insert from a book called The Pagan Origins of the Christ Myth by a master teacher, one of the first guys really out here doing it, John G. Jackson. This book came out in 1941. That lets you know how far back he was doing research and things of that nature. May he continue to rest in peace. May his soul continue to be lifted up to the ancestors. So I'm going to show you the insert here, and I'm going to read it on this side. Okay. That's the cover of the book, Pagan Origins of the Christ Myth by John G. Jackson. Came out in 1941. So we're going to go to page 6. Okay. And it's titled The Christ Myth. Let me see, right there. I'm going to read you some information. It's going to be in and out, and you can buy this book if you want. It's just a pamphlet. I don't think it's no more than 30 pages. I've read it countless times. Let's see. Okay, so it's 30 to 31 pages. All right, now what's before you on the screen says this: the Christ myth, the triumph of the doctrine of evolution, has reconciled the more literate Christians to the. Now let's go down to the second paragraph. The yellow. After surrendering a theological Christ, the liberal Christian apologist finds out much to his charging that practically nothing is known about the historical Jesus. Our chief sources of information concerning Jesus Christ are the genuine Pauline epistles and the four gospels of the New Testament. There is also the alleged references to Jesus by the Jewish and pagan writers. Most of these are of extremely doubtful authenticity. Okay. There is a famous passage in the Antiquities of the Jews by Flavius Josephus in which reference is a forgery. In which reference is made to Jesus Christ, but is generally regarded as a forgery, even by Christian scholars. The passage is not mentioned by any Christian writer before Eusebius in the early part of the 4th century AD. Okay. Tacitus, the Roman historian, his celebrated annals refers to the burning of Rome in 64 AD, the Neronian, resurrection of the Christians. So this book was in 1941, and John G. Jackson, the ancestor at that time, he was telling you that the pagan origins of the Christ myth It's just what it is. It's a pagan uh, origin because they call it pagan. The original story is from a pagan origin. They deemed the ancient Egyptians and all the ancestors, they deem all what they had as pagan. So when you see Horus and Osiris and Isis, and they have the same story as the Jesus, Mary, Mother God, all this type of stuff. The origins of that is a pagan origin. See, that hence the title of the book. All those understandings that you have today is Jesus the Christ, dead white man on the cross that was born to a virgin. That came from Horus, Isis, and Osiris story. Okay, or Heru, Aset, and Asar. That's where it came from. That's why I say the pagan origins of the Christ myth. Everybody knows that Christ is a mythological character. That's all it is. The whole story of Christ itself is mythology. That's all it can be deemed as. And to say a quote by the great Northrop Frye, a Canadian Bible scholar or apologist, he was a Canadian, but he did nothing but Bible work. So he said, if you find anything historical in the Bible, it's there by accident. Okay. So it's nothing historical about it. It's mythology, allegory, and fiction. Again, concluding the whole, what this week is about is Jesus the Christ God. That's known. Now, inside of the story, the biblical is, but we're trying to figure out what everything, even including the Bible, can we find this man even to be deemed historical? No, because the Jews said they don't have a Messiah that has a God father and a human being mother. See, they said that they Messiah, when I played it on Monday, I believe, or Tuesday, the Jew guy said their Messiah is a regular human being. He's not a demigod. He don't have a invisible father and a regular mother. See, they just talking about a human being. So they said that negates that he can't be that. And all around what I'm saying, culminating everything that we've been going through all this week, I have to strongly say no. I've been saying this because it's nothing but allegory, fiction, and mythology. But if you don't know the research, then you don't know what I'm speaking about. So that was it on. I just wanted you to read this. I read you an insert from this, The Great Ancestors, John G. Jackson, The Pagan Origins of the Christ Myth. I wanted to read you an insert to even see in 1939 what was their position on it. They was already questioning this stuff. People questioned way before then because they knew about pagan origins of the Christ myth. They knew about the origins of the pagans, and they knew about how the Christ myth came about because they knew the stories before that was called pagan. Okay, so that's my thoughts on that insert. And to continue the story, we will be back tomorrow. It's Lil Kenny Russell, Kanoom, Consul Moon. You already know what you're going to get when you step in the room. You're now dealing with Kanoom. This is what I do, and I love to do it. Before I get back what I said, I asked them all to. This is not to kick around nothing other than trying to find information. This is not to kick a person's belief around. It's not what I do. I'm trying to restore spirituality to people that was given religion and their spirituality was taken from them. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I thank you for